What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Chicano's Talk TV. We're back with another interview and banger for you all. Today's guest on Chicano's Talk TV is known for all of his contributions and success in the New Mexico music scene. We got the GOAT of the New Mexico rap game in the building, Mr. Juan Gambino. What's up, hermano?
What's up, brother? What's up, brother? How you doing?
Good to be with you guys.
Thank you for joining us today. Thank you for joining us today. Let's get this interview going.
Right into it.
Question number one. Where are you from, Cardinal? Where are you from?
I was born in Juarez.
Born in Juarez.
Born in Juarez. I spent some time in Mexico, of course, from Casas Grandes to La Colonia. A little bit in El Paso. We went to Odessa. Then we finally landed in Roswell.
Okay.
I say landed because that's UFO time.
Yeah.
So we landed there, man, and I was there for not too long because, you know, when you live with family, my mom was a young mom, so she had me and my little brother, and it was just, you couldn't make it work.
Yeah.
So one of my uncles took us to the East Mountains, and from there, pretty much the East Mountains.
You've been here ever since?
Yeah, I've been in New Mexico ever since, shit, man. Like, I don't know, like 25, 30 years. Yeah, about 30 years. I'm a native now.
Native now. Okay.
Yeah, I'm here.
What was it like for you growing up in New Mexico compared to like the other places where you were at?
Well, when I was young, I told people before, man, like I learned how to speak English and Spanish like at the same time. But when I got to Roswell, people already had their own cliques, so I was like last to get picked because I was like a scrawny kid.
The outsider.
The teachers would like put me in like to learn to speak English and read English and shit, and I was like, I already know how to speak English. They assumed like the fucking teachers didn't do their job.
Yeah.
So I'd go play, man. I would eat by myself at like you know, in the cafeteria and shit.
Yeah.
I'd play by myself, or at recess I'm like, this shit sucks. You know, being a little vato, bro. When you're like 5 and 6, and you feel like nobody wants you feel rejected.
Exactly.
I had already had the rejected feeling because my biological pops was in my life.
Yeah.
So I was like, what the hell, you know? So once I went through that, it made it a little bit worse.
It also makes you tougher, though.
It does.
Helps you to be able to stand by yourself when you're older and stuff like that.
But it still sucks.
It does at the time, bro.
I think that's why I still like to be a loner and like to, if I'm not doing something, I just like to just distance myself.
Yeah, you get used to
but it was cool because thank God for PE teachers, man.
Yeah.
Because PE teacher was like, man, well, everybody gets involved, right?
Yeah.
So they had us play. They said, let's play soccer. I was the last fucker to get picked, and there's like girls in front of me.
Yeah.
But I was Mexicano, so I knew how to play soccer. I used to play ball on the street.
It's like you don't
So I started whooping everyone's ass as a little dude, and then people wanted to be my friend and pick me and hang out with me. So
that's crazy, huh? People will just wait until there's something that they like or something cool. They see that something cool, and then that's when they want to
still like that.
Yeah, still like that.
Yourself, right? You have to
just like on social media. Oh, if you don't have all the modern shit and the drip and blah blah blah. Fuckers don't want to like your shit, or you're not popular.
Everybody's trying to compete, man. Who gets the nicest car? Who can get the most likes? Who can get the most comments? I don't give a fuck about
It's always been
that
like
shit.
that.
That's not gonna solidify me as a man. I don't give a shit. I don't give a damn.
Exactly.
But going back to that, man, I don't like the bullying thing too. So that's why I liked, and I still like working with kids because I like to include people, and I always incorporate sports into it because that's one thing that we can all do together.
And everybody can
participate.
Yeah, exactly.
Boys and girls.
Yeah, that's good, bro.
So that's about that. Roswell was rough, man. It was rough. We lived with my uncle and aunt, and you know, my uncle, man, living with family was rough. You know.
Yeah.
They had their own issues and problems, and it kind of like
you kind of get drug into it in a way, and it's like, man,
and being little and you see a bunch of shit, you freak out.
Yeah.
So like it kind of traumatizes you, and you don't want to ever be like that. So you know, my uncle's gone now, you know, rest in peace. But he brought us out of that shit. So You know, took us to a small town, which was cool. Helped my mom get on her feet. Met my stepfather, and from then on, man, it's been. I can say life was good.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Nice.
Peaceful.
Exactly.
That's all we wanted was peace.
Exactly.
That's like finally we found a place where we belong. You know.
Exactly. And that's the whole point of coming from over there is to live a better life.
Yeah, and to make it clear, man, I didn't come here illegally. Okay, I came here legally.
Yeah.
Mom's was already a double resident because she worked in El Paso. So when she went to visit my grandparents, she didn't make it back in time, man. I was right on the fucking puente, right on the bridge, right before the bridge, man. And she didn't make it back. She didn't make it back home. So I don't mind, man. I love being from Juarez. I love being Mexican.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So for those that don't know who you are, just tell us a little bit about what you do, who you are, as far as the music and all of that.
I've been making music, I would say, well, my first album was '05, and I don't know, I just wanted to be in music, man, and compete. Because I heard music like in 98, 99, 2000, it was on the radio, people were playing like No Sleep. Shout out to No Sleep, MG, they were playing on the radio big time, man, getting a lot of love. And then John G with Rip 'em Up Productions, they had that compilation, my boy Bonfilo, Dub Click, all these good artists, man.
Okay.
And that made me want to like, I said, okay, I gotta reach in there. So I called the number on the back of that shit, because I was already recording at home, like on a 4-track.
So there was a number on the back of the CD, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was making my own little mixtapes and stuff to instrumentals, because I would go get CD singles.
Nice.
Even if I didn't know the artist, as long as it said instrumental on the back, I'd go and record my own songs to it. But ever since then, man, I've been making music. I worked with a lot of great people. It's taken me a lot of places, man, and I'm very fortunate. So yeah, man, if people don't know me for the music, then you know, I don't know.
Homework, baby.
If they don't know me for my music,
Bangers.
I
grew up listening. Yes.
Because I don't really kick it and do much with other people. You know, if it's not with my family, my kids, I don't really go hang out. I don't go to clubs. I don't go to bars. I don't need to make new friends. Shit like that.
Yes.
I ain't worried about all that status shit.
Yeah.
Sure, bro.
You know,
So you do it because you love it.
That's it.
Yes.
Of course, the money was good when the CDs and everything was popping and you were selling them.
Out the trunk.
Out the trunk, man. God damn, the money was good.
Car shows, flea
That was the way to
markets,
make
everything.
money back
You make
then,
12,
bro.
1500 in a couple hours. You're like, oh shit. You know.
That's how
Addicting.
all
And
of them came
then
out.
and you had a lot of material at that time.
Yeah.
It was still hard copies and stuff, so it's not like you just had one CD.
No,
you know what I mean?
Once I seen how you flip them, you get addicted to that, and then you know, it used to take a couple months to record an album or something. So you keep recording. You got so much product, you try to just, okay, I'll put this here, make a couple radio songs here, put these here, just try to balance the record out.
Yeah.
That's how I put so much product out. But I was blessed, man, that I was born with that hustler mentality.
Chill.
Exactly.
Because if you're lazy, you ain't gonna do shit.
You feel like that came from seeing like your mom struggle
Exactly.
and all that hustle.
My mom was a hustler, so that taught me how to go get it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Bro.
So I didn't want to struggle, man. I used to remember how my mom and dad they worked hard, bro, and I remember the checks being nothing for 2 weeks, and there was some
especially
times,
not seeing your parents all week and
so you know, they would work their asses off and not make that much money, and there was times I made in a couple of hours at these shows and stuff more than they made in like a whole pay period, and it was like, god damn, I wish I could have been there when they were struggling, so I could have helped them.
Yes.
But they were already retired by then, and it was my turn to hustle, so I was blessed with that.
Nice.
At what age did you like really get into music that you thought, well, I'm gonna do music, and how did you like start off?
Shit, man. I say I borrowed a karaoke machine from band, and I started. The first time I ever recorded something, like really recorded, was on the Bone Thugs, Thuggish Ruggish Bone, on the back of the cassette. It had the instrumental.
Oh,
so
shit.
I wrote to it. I wrote to it and made my own song, and
so that was
I got
your first
addicted
song
to it.
that you really wrote.
Yeah,
took your time on.
It was called Down for My Homies.
Oh yeah.
Did you ever record it and put it out?
No, I
just held on to
I just
it?
made copies of it and just bumped it in the car and showed people, and they were like, "That's you?" Yeah. Nobody believed it. Even when I started making like music professionally, they're like, "That's not you." You what? Yeah.
Is it because were you quiet? Like they weren't.
Nah, I was the fucking loudest one in the room.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was good music.
Yeah,
It was good music.
they thought it was because you get your homies that freestyle. They're saying the
Yes.
MF for this, the N word that,
yes.
and then
Oh,
all
I
in
know,
your
I
ear,
hated
like,
that, bro.
damn, bro, really?
And it's just
At every
bad,
party, you saw people trying to do that to impress people.
Everybody drunk.
And I was like,
especially
drunk off their ass.
Especially in that time, that's when gangster rap and shit was. You know what I mean?
So
At
it
its
was-
peak
I
and-
lived that through the '90s, watching all the homies.
so when you really got to, well, I got a CD, I ain't got to do all that, but I can play you my disc.
Yeah.
It was different for me, but I ain't knocking it to each their own, bro.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
Oh yeah.
But I say it was probably like 16, 17.
16, 17.
But when I was like 19 is when I got my 4-track multi-track recorder. It was a Tascam, and I learned how to record the instrumental on one track. Then you had 3 other tracks, so I would do a main, a backup, and then whatever I had to do another one. So and it didn't reduce the quality of the video. So
were you able to like do all that and then export it on a CD?
no,
Is it like
no.
a computer or what?
Yeah. No, it's just like it was a tape. You used to buy the tape.
Oh,
And you can't play the tape that you record on there on a regular tape player because it's slowed down. So you'd have to actually take it. I would play it from there onto a big system and then record it on a cassette. And that's how I recorded my first demo. And then I took the whole thing to like Odds On Recording on Central in Washington. I don't know if they're still there, or not, but we hooked it up, and that's how I burnt it into a disc. It was just a demo.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was cool because I was talking a lot of shit though. But at least I knew how to structure music.
Oh yeah.
Yes. You weren't just
hooks,
writing
choruses,
bullshit. Yeah,
No,
exactly.
It was like intro, hook, verse, hook, shit like that.
Nice, bro. So what artists, when you first decided to start, what artists that you listened to, who made you really want to do it?
LL Cool J and Tupac.
LL Cool J and Tupac?
LL Cool
Easy.
J. Yeah, that's why when you hear my shit, it's like a mix of both of them.
You're right, bro, because you got some good, that thug vibe, and then your love songs are bangers.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Yeah, I Need Love, man. That I Need Love shit was dope.
that was a hard jam back then.
It's still dope now.
Oh,
It's
straight
still
up comes
nice.
on, everybody's gonna turn that shit
So
up.
and people thought you couldn't be like, you gotta be only one way.
Just gangster or hard or some
you
shit.
can't.
Yeah.
You really that hardcore all the time. You're not in love. You never got your heart broken by a female. Like,
Nah.
really, you never
Yeah.
cried for a woman.
Yeah.
So you're on the borrachera stalking this girl because you're a hardcore gangster.
I know.
Yeah.
Not because you're broken hearted.
Exactly.
Yeah, fucking
Come on.
break.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I wasn't gonna fake it, man. So and a lot of people didn't like it, but I didn't care.
And that's what being an artist is, bro. Being
Take
able
chances. I
to-
took a lot of chances.
to
man.
be versatile at different songs, bro. Not just writing about fucking gang banging or you know what I mean, the same thing.
Yeah,
That's what
I
makes an
wasn't-
artist from a rapper or someone wanting to rap. And
I wasn't afraid to be vulnerable. Like talk about the things that were hurting me.
exactly.
You know? Like the things that were going on in the world, things that
People
are
won't put
affecting
that
us.
on the track. Most people.
I don't care, man.
Their pride and their egos,
Just let it all out.
Yeah, I just express myself all the way, man. It's just, if you're gonna paint a picture, just paint. Don't paint just the pretty one. Paint the ugly parts, the decent parts, everything. So I just try to give everybody a little bit of everything.
Nice.
That's dope.
Cause I don't just have one mood.
Yeah.
I'm a moody fucker.
No, yeah,
Sometimes
exactly.
I feel like this. Sometimes I feel like that. Sometimes I feel
And it
decent.
makes for a better album, bro. I hate when the whole album is just the same shit every song. It's
Yeah.
like
Same
switch
beat,
it up, put
same
some
song.
smoking
Yeah.
songs, put some love songs, put some
It's just like a remix
club
song over and over.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And
It's like the mumble rap shit.
Yeah,
Same beat,
all the music.
same everything.
you really don't ever have a classic when you stick to the same shit.
No.
You may get a couple classics, but after that, it's like switch it up.
Yeah, straight up.
But that's when, man, and I think, shit. Once I did my demo, I made 200 copies. I sold them, but I passed a couple of them out. And I had known David since like the '90s. I saw him a couple times since we had mutual friends. And then when I got a hold of John G and we connected a little bit. And even back then, he was charging a grip for beats. So that's how I got the Baby Girl beat. And I needed a place to record. So I got a hold of David. They said, "I'm gonna come down here." Okay, it was on Central and Coors, the old R&D studio.
Okay.
And so I bought the studio time. We recorded it, came up together, and the way you hear it is the way it stayed, you know. And Mike C mixed it, and that was my first song I ever made in a real.
Oh, John G just made the beat, and then David did the hook, and
we did the hook.
Mike C
We
mixed it.
recorded the verses and the hook together.
Okay.
And Mike C was there, did it a mix, a rough mix and everything, and I was like, man, that sounds cool. It sounds so much better in a real studio, man.
Then what you were first doing, when you started out.
I was proud.
I
They burned me a copy of this so I could listen to it at home. And I was like,
I bet.
oh man,
I remember when I did my first.
I played that bitch out. I played that motherfucker out.
Over.
Yeah.
Was it the
I was proud.
Rewind?
Yeah, I was proud showing it to everybody. But yeah, man, that's how it went. I just got hooked up there, and it just carried over, man. We just started recording music.
Let's do more.
Like crazy. And I did one album there, and the rest was just where me and Jeff, me and Bodine.
Yeah.
So
what year was that when you and him?
05,
05?
04. Well, me and Bo been together since like 04, man.
Okay.
And we got connected. Well, I heard about him since the 90s, you know.
Yes.
Who didn't? So, but to connect on him, and we were on the phone, and I was in the studio recording. He's like, "What are you working on?" I was like, "Let me show you." So he said, "Hey man, I ever thought about, I'm gonna get your number." Then we started. He wanted to stay in the music somehow, and that's where we came up with Politica, street politics.
Yep.
Fuck yeah, bro.
And it's all inside the fence, outside the fence.
Yeah.
And that's why I knew back then, especially me affiliated with him and everything that he was going through, I was going through. I try to put it all together and represent people inside, outside. So in every album, I never forgot about the homies that are struggling.
And like I said, that's what makes an artist, bro. You weren't just rapping about yourself. You could throw a story together about someone else's life that you've seen, you've witnessed. That's good, bro.
That's what we did. Close My Eyes. Me and Frost, David Wade, and it was for the Homeboy Spook and Jeff's story, you know. So we put them together, and it's just real cool, man. I was real proud. And to hear it on the radio, man, it's a trip.
Which radio played it? What station?
97.
97?
97.
Yeah, bro.
Did you have to pay them?
Nah, they were actually showing love at that time.
Oh shit.
Now you can't even talk to
Dude,
them
at
fuckers
all.
on Instagram. They don't
Unless you got
respond.
a
They
lot
don't.
of money or a lot of followers or something.
They don't respond to you on Instagram or nothing. None of these local stations. They all suck balls, man.
Yes.
It ain't gonna make me or break it to say it. So
Yes.
No, yeah, exactly.
they
Now
really
that
don't
it's-
show us no love. They're like 89.1 shows love to their genre of music. But we don't have shit.
I know.
We don't
Straight
have
up.
a
We don't have
station
shit.
That'll just
broadcast
local
us, even,
stuff.
yeah,
Nothing.
even people willing to put their money where their mouth is and really, you know,
They don't care, bro.
And people want to work together either to get that shit right together. You know what I mean?
Everybody's fucking ego.
Yeah, bro. They want to be better than the
Everybody's
next person.
fucking ego. Competition is good, but if you got to get to the point where you're stepping on each other's neck or so in each other's back,
Yeah,
like that's fucking sad. And then we're all from the same fucking place.
trying to do the same
Trying
thing.
to-
And like
we're all
I
trying
see
to-
where people are like, well, they haven't done it, so I want to be the one, like we've said before. But it's like, well, I mean, we gotta all work together, pull each other
One
up that
way or
ladder.
another, bro.
Yeah.
One way or another.
Yeah.
Hopefully it changes, man, but I don't see it happening soon. Well, not in our lifetime.
I know. Exactly.
No, straight up.
Motherfuckers been hating since the
I've
they've been
been-
hating since the dinosaur days.
Oh,
I,
bro,
you know,
and
I
then
came
it's
to
not-
realization that it's like, it is what it is, bro.
Yeah, and
It is
that's
what
just the way it's
it
gonna
is.
stay.
Yeah.
Because I don't see any. Because we've tried too many times to unite and work with
Many
different
different
people,
ways.
and then they just get these things together, and it's just people's egos are like fucked up.
Yeah.
I'm like, why is your ego so big? What have you really done?
Straight up.
Where is your track list? Where's your catalog? Show me your shit.
Yeah.
What have you done? Where can I go find your
For
music?
you
That
to
stuff.
act like that.
Yeah, what have you fucking done? What awards have you gone to? You know, what have you done?
Exactly.
What do you have? What do you have to show that,
Acting
that
like you're the
that you are the
million-
shit.
Yeah.
It's been proven that anyone could
record it home?
download a beat, record at home.
That
They,
free
like
beats
anyone
online,
could do it.
huh?
Anyone could do it.
If a
Exactly.
retard like Mono can do it, just imagine.
Anybody could do it.
Keep it in there. I
On my
want to send him a shout
on my
out.
software that I
Into
edit
Auto.
these videos on, I could record on there. I could just plug a mic in on anything nowadays.
See, back in
You
the
do it on your
days,
phone.
back in the days when you started recording, did you have to buy studio time?
I did.
See, I had to too, until I learned how to utilize my time and learning from the people that I was working
And
with.
that's what I would always do, is soak up
I soaked
everything I
everything
can.
up
I was
too.
always all so and stoned because I'm
Me too.
having a good time, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna pay attention because I know I could do this.
They're $100 an hour.
You know what I mean? Even if it's not the mixing and mastering, I know I could set this shit up legit, get someone to record me or record myself and chop off that front part where I had to walk up to the mic, all that, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's what I was always trying to do.
See, that's what I did too. So once I was able to, I still go to and work at different studios if I can. You know,
It still feels
because
good
it feels
to-
good to
yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
But I still have it. I feel comfortable doing it in my own pace at my house.
You could do
Because-
many different things, bro, too, when you're in your
Your
really
own-
and your element.
Yeah, in your
Your
element.
element.
There you go.
Straight up.
As to being at a studio where maybe someone, you don't know how the vibe is that
Exactly.
day.
Or you don't know who's gonna show up.
Exactly,
Like,
You
man,
don't know who's gonna show up. And it's like,
I'm
this is
trying
my
to get
time. I'm not trying to record with 18 different people.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I paid for this shit.
I need to be in my zone.
But you know, that's one of the things I struggled with too, because then it just got to where you don't know who's gonna be where, who's hating, who's showing genuine love.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's the worst thing, is you don't know who's.
Because they show you love
Really
to your
proud
face,
of you.
and in the back they're like,
And when
"Fuck
they
this
leave,
dude."
they're like, "Fuck that fool! I heard what he was working on. I'm gonna go make a song, and I want to shit at." They just have that
Man.
envy in them. They're built like that.
Yeah.
Most
Man.
people
Famous
that
artists
act
have
like
done
that, they're built like
Yeah.
that.
You know?
They know how to play it off, bro. That's what they do. It's just in them.
That's
crazy,
that's
bro.
Nuevo Mexico. But that's Chicano rap in general.
Chicanos,
Yeah.
that's a lot of Raza has, like the pride thing.
There you go.
But wouldn't it be
We
better
can't
to have
speak
two
for
people
other-
up there?
Oh,
Instead
yeah,
of just
bro.
one dude. It's everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody shits on Little Rob. He's done more than you ever will.
Yeah.
And
You hate on
exactly.
Frost.
And not once has he
Has.
ever spoke bad about anybody. The couple times I heard somebody make a diss track about Little Rob,
Got him nowhere.
it got them nowhere. And when he replied, he didn't even say their name, but he replied in such a classy way. He ended up making just a classic record where he didn't have to say their name, and it's like, bro,
And all of us knew what he was saying.
we knew what he was talking about, who he was
And he's a
talking
cool
to,
dude.
and like
He's a cool
the most
dude.
humble.
He's
He's
cool as
represented our people the
the
best
fullest,
out of any Chicano rapper.
I think so too.
I'm not saying he did the most or got the big. I mean, I feel he did get the biggest, and that he deserves.
And
he's
people
the king.
hated whenever he evolved in when he went to upstairs.
Exactly.
And the music got better, like the beats and the
Yeah.
system.
What are you gonna do when you've been making the same thing? Like, I want to switch it up too. I'm getting better as an
Yeah.
artist.
Modernize it.
Yeah, I want to get better.
He was on the radio all day, huh?
Yeah, oh yeah, all day. That.
I was proud of him. When David was on his shit too.
All that shit,
on
bro.
one of his #1 hits. I'm like, man, my boys
Yo,
on it.
Yeah,
that
straight
song.
We got a New Mexican on the fucking
Fuck
radio all day
yes,
with
bro.
Lil Ross.
That's love, bro. That's love.
So and then every time you see the dude, he's a cool cat, man. He's not about no drama, no bullshit.
Nothing.
People and Frost is the godfather of Chicano rap. You can say
Yeah, bro,
whatever
that's
the
a
fuck
legend
you
right
want.
there, bro.
Exactly. He's dope.
Ah, straight
You know,
up.
a lot of people out there are
Like you said,
just
Ronnie
great
Wood.
people, man. They're just and they're decent people too.
Them two and Lighter Shade of Brown have represented our people with the most
Lighter
class,
Shade
the
of
way
Brown.
we should have always been represented.
Since
And
the
then,
90s, bro.
but at the time, gangster rap and gang banging was so fucking popular
Oh,
that
man, that's what it was.
the other ones that blew up in the genre, they started turning people off.
Yeah.
They started saying, well, is that all it's all about? Is these vatos are talking about their barrio? And don't get me wrong, you could speak your life and put everything in there, but it was coming out to like straight up High Power and all them. They were just fucking gang banging, and nobody wanted to hear that anymore. They were using up all Finga's good talent to fucking. They were making good songs for people that were into the music.
They all suck balls. I think
Because
only
of Fingers, though.
I think
Because of-
Criminal's a good
Criminal,
artist.
yeah, Criminal has always been the #1 on the label,
Yeah.
but if they didn't have Fingers, that it wouldn't have
shit.
been the same.
Because it's the beat and the hook.
And then
And the bridge he would always create and the track behind
the
it.
outro, all that,
Oh,
yeah,
man, he just-
exactly.
he was
So
good.
then when everyone started like, again, another fucking, and there's no disrespect to any of the homies, but another Blue Rag, another fucking diss song about the other hood or this and that, it started throwing everybody off. And then Pocos Pero Locos didn't have nothing more to play because Well, Little Rob's the only one making hits, like love
Bash,
songs
Baby
or
Bash.
something, and Baby
Something
Bash.
coming
That
up, Baby Bash.
oh yeah, Baby Bash,
Bash is dope.
Oh, man,
actually-
he's still throwing it
I still
down,
fuck
bro.
with him, yeah.
He's still
as
throwing it
a
down.
Latino or the Mexicanos in the music, he's gotten further than
Further than
anyone
anyone
besides
else.
Pitbull.
Yeah.
I would say it's like Pitbull, then Baby Bash, and then like
Pitbull's-
Little Rob,
yeah,
and then
Pitbull's Cubano, but
Yeah.
from,
But,
from
for, like,
Mexicano
he's-
descent, Bash has gone
Bash,
furthest
Bash,
again.
you're right.
Yeah, Bash.
He's a
SPM,
more Latino.
SPM was doing good until that bullshit.
I
was
know.
done.
Exactly.
Yeah, but like you were saying, man, as soon as you start claiming one side or one color, you already made a
You've
shitload of
already
enemies.
separated the whole
There-
fucking raza
there you
and
go.
the genre of the music. It's like, bro,
And there goes your money.
and that's why
Yeah, straight up.
they were only wanting to fuck with the love songs because Fingers was still dropping those love songs. Low Pro came around, Mr. Sancho, all of them were kind of saving us with the love songs because
Yeah.
they were dropping such heat, and then they broke up. Shit just started. They ran out of shit to play for our people.
I think that of all the Chicano labels, Southland, La Familia, all those record labels, I think Low Pro had the best quality of music
Oh, yeah.
and the most talent.
Yeah.
He put
Hands down, man.
Royal was just a mastermind at
Yeah.
putting the fucking. He knew who to put on the track, and he. I've talked to him and he told me I didn't give a fuck if I already had Silencer or someone write a verse to a song. If OG Playboy came in and I told him, hey, do me a favor, just write a verse to it, and he wrote a better verse. I'm sorry, but you're not on the track.
Yeah.
And that's what I feel.
He
made
had
him
he
the-
had the best spitters.
Exactly.
I think Silencer made good music too, but like we were talking about, man, the production and the hook made
Yeah.
the tracks.
Made everything. I could hear his cut-ins where he
Yeah.
would cut in trying to rap fast, and I know that's Royal. Royal made him
Yeah,
because he was critiquing.
Sancho and Playboy, dope.
They're natural.
Yeah,
you could tell.
Sancho was just
Sancho's is
extremely
always been
talented.
good,
Little
bro.
Bandit's talented too, man. Anything
I
that
feel
they
like Lil
touch.
Bandit has got overlooked in a way. You know what I mean? On
Well,
the
yeah,
label,
you
like,
would too. You would
he's
too
been the right.
if you had that much people in there, and he had a
You're
great
right.
album.
Great. Oh, bro, one of the best.
His albums
actually.
is dope.
Yeah.
All that music is dope. But in New Mexico,
And then there you go again, Fingers all over that album, classic,
expensive
bro.
bastard. too.
Imagine if Low Pro would have collabed with Urban Kings more or High Power, like back in the day when they, and instead of put the bullshit aside and
They would've
said,
made
you know
more
what?
money.
Yeah,
They would've-
let's
they would've
represent our
separated
Raza
fans.
and exactly separated the
Egos of
fans,
the
the
fans.
money, and all that shit dissipated.
Imagine if
within
everybody
time.
got together and they could all go to the same car show.
and
Because I remember being in Low
Man,
Pro.
it'd blow up.
Low
bro.
Pro tours with Southland there, and they all got along, and it was cool.
Yeah.
You know, Charlie Rocampo, still banging music. All them dudes got good music, man.
exactly.
Urban Kings, like you were saying, and Jimmy put a lot of talent together too, man. Shout out Midget Loco.
Oh,
That's my
Midget,
homie, man.
yeah.
OG Midget,
Good
he's,
dude. Good
he's
dude.
actually, out of every Chicano rapper I've opened up for, he had the most respect, like a fucking, I have to add him to where I said Little Rob, Frost, Midget Loco has represented our people with so much class. He actually represented his barrio and spoke his real life gangbang shit, but he didn't let that overtake his music. Like it wasn't just fucking gangbanging music. It
He didn't
was
shit on other people either.
no shitting on no. He has some classics,
Yeah, he
bro,
does.
and he's a good
He's a good dude,
Yup.
man. That's one dude that could just go anywhere, any place, any hood, any state, and be well respected and
Because he
admired.
was raised
he
right.
kept
You
it
could
real.
tell too.
Yeah,
He was
right.
raised right. You could just tell.
Yeah.
You
He
could
showed
just tell.
respect, man. He represented where he's from, but he didn't shit on other people.
Exactly.
And that's where our egos came into
I
place
know,
too.
it always does.
'Cause I've had
Always
some
does.
fucking ego problems myself.
We all have. I think we all have. Fuck.
Come on with it, man. Let's go.
Man.
What else you got?
How many albums do you have?
Over 20.
Over 20?
Over 20.
Over 20 albums. How much when you were hard copies? How much hard copies did you put out?
I would say about 18 of them.
18 of
Yeah.
them.
Because even when nobody was really buying them, bro, I would still make like 1,000 or 1,500, 2,000, and keep them in the car a little bit at a time.
And you would still at least get rid of those, and then bam, let me go get
If I
another.
saw people, I just
I remember when I bought boxes from you and shit back in the day.
you were hustling your ass off.
I
Too.
remember-
You
yeah.
were hustling your ass off.
So about 20, 20 albums today. All right.
Yeah.
So if you haven't heard of him, if you're younger, get on Spotify, iTunes, Juan Gambino, YouTube, all that, and get caught up. He's gonna be dropping new music.
Fire.
So. Have you went on any tours or performed outside of New Mexico?
All over the fucking place.
Where do you remember? Like, where's your favorite spot?
My favorite spot?
Yeah.
With Baby Bash and Frankie J. Like, Bash was so cool, bro. He was on my first album that I made, the Latin Thug album, and with that one I worked with Metal, with Rico Luna, Don Cisco, just all Click got one, man. It just it was a good place to be at that time, you know, and because he was on my record and everything, and my manager at that time, Big Mike, had connections with him. He's like, look, man, we don't want no money, we just want to follow. And that was a sugar shit. And they were fucking packing everything up, man. I think Pueblo, Colorado was probably my favorite place.
Right.
Kansas
Kansas went all the way out there.
a new monster, man. Texas.
It's because of
Texas.
littler spots, like, or cities that aren't as big and crazy. They don't have much going on, so you bring a nice little tour or something to their city, they're gonna come out.
And Frankie J and Bash and Paula Deanda had like #1 hits at the same time. So they were just
all over the radio.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
so
that's a good.
any of us, we piggybacked that tour.
Oh yeah, but that's a perfect. I was just gonna say that's a perfect one to piggyback.
Yeah.
I wasn't
especially
I didn't
coming
make
up
no
as
money.
a
Everybody
Chicano
was
artist.
listening to them.
You know what I mean?
I just wanted
And
the exposure.
Yeah,
Exactly.
straight up, bro.
I didn't get no money at the. I didn't make no money from the show. I had to pay my own food, my own hotel room.
Did you have
Everything,
merchandise?
but my CDs and our clothing from Good Guy Clothing was selling, bro. It
Good
was
Guy
just,
Clothing.
yeah, man. Good Guy Clothing.
So
Street
that's
Savvy.
been
We had
around
that.
since
Yeah.
before
It was since
it
05.
came back recently.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
all right. I
So-
didn't even know that.
So doing that, man, you go from Cali, Arizona. Arizona's, I love Arizona. It's just too fucking hot.
yeah.
And the rate and the profiling that the police was doing, man, we got pulled over like 3 times in
Especially
like 2
back
blocks.
then, yeah.
In 2 blocks, I'm like, goddamn! Did you just see your boy pull us over?
Yeah.
They just let us
Yo.
go.
They
You ain't
let
gonna
us
find
go,
nothing.
Yeah.
Straight up.
And then go through all your shit again. But yeah, man, I think Pueblo showed us the most love. Even now, I look at my demographics on like Spotify, just everything
Is
that's
Pueblo
streaming.
still up there?
Colorado's #2, man. It goes Texas, Colorado, Arizona, California, then New Mexico. So my own state is 5th.
It's always like that. Mine is the same
man.
thing. Zuni and Gallup area, my shit is lit up, bro.
Oh,
But-
they're good. They love music, man.
Oh, they show so much love, bro. But I'm last on like in the States too, bro.
Yeah.
I have Colorado, same thing.
It's all good, it's all good.
But it is
It's all
what it
good.
is. Yeah,
Yeah, I ain't tripping.
we appreciate all of it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, man. I'm just happy to still be able to make music.
Yeah.
You know, and if some people are like, "Oh man, I don't like that new style of shit," I was like, "Well, I can't keep making. I'm mature, man. I'm grown up,
You know,
bro. I don't think the same anymore.
You're growing.
True.
I don't want to run into somebody at a store and throw chingazos with
Or
them.
someone have to die.
Yeah,
Anything.
I have, like,
it's
all
like
that
I'm
shit.
a
I
grown man now.
I have a family.
Yeah.
we're
I have kids,
straight
man.
I'm
up.
not that hothead that first came in here rapping like, "What's up?" I'm.
Like nobody can
Ready
fuck
to-
with me.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Don't fuck with
exactly.
me.
And I had a lot of people play that into my fucking head. Like, nobody can fuck with you, blah, 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 blah. Make this song, and this person, this, that person. I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, okay. That's me being young and stupid.
Exactly.
Instead of being more responsible, I was just
having that
just
more-
a
yeah.
pendejo.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's the.
And we all go
Yeah,
through it.
yeah, we all
We
go through it.
Yeah.
It's a phase on the age.
I was able to mend a lot of shit, you know, a lot of pendejadas that I done because I was young and stupid, man, and
Shit's
all of
pointless
us.
at the end of the day when you know what I mean?
It makes no
When you-
sense.
Yeah, exactly.
It makes
At
no
all.
sense because it's not gonna
Like,
make you
what
no
the fuck
fucking
for
money.
it?
either.
No, and that's the worst
Definitely
part.
not
What
gonna
are you
make you
gonna
money.
prove?
That's the
You
worst
know?
part is
No money.
actually it'll fuck the money up.
Oh yeah.
When you could have made a lot more money fucking with each other, or you know what I mean?
Straight up.
Yeah. But New Mexico, like you were saying, like I think that was one of the best compilations. But you know, my favorite group is Clica One.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
I think
sure,
that was
Clica
so that
One
was like my favorite group from
And to be
that I
able
would
to
say.
tour with them
And that was dope.
that's
And then they treat, ever since I met them, man, they ain't never treated me like I was low or beneath them or anything. Like they always treated me like I was just right there with them.
Yeah.
And if they like you, and because they can tell if you're genuine or not. We can tell if
Energy,
somebody's genuine or not.
energy don't lie.
Right when
Just
you meet.
someone,
Right when you meet.
No ass kissing, no nothing. It said, look, man, thank you for what you've done. Your music is dope. I love your shit, man. And I love to work with you.
That's what it's all about, is getting that. You don't have to pay for respect, nothing. You just be genuine.
And that the respect comes with it. And your work should speak for itself, too. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's the main thing.
And that's it. And if a lot of people don't fuck with it, then who cares? Like, who cares? There's someone else that does and someone else that will. Like, people in Japan, man, the DJs up there would send me videos of people just dancing in the club to my own shit. And I was like, people in Japan are fucking my shit. Here I am sending 100, 200 copies every month to Japan to like 3 different
because it's going, and they're sucking it all up.
I didn't get it.
That's crazy, bro.
I didn't get it.
They
If I wasn't afraid to
culture.
fly, I'd have been over there all kinds.
They embrace our culture more than our culture embraces.
You show me a DVD with an alternate ending, I'm there with you. I'll fly.
Yeah,
He survived.
yeah.
I'm good. I'm not.
Yeah, no, they embrace our culture out there more than our own people do nowadays. You know what I mean?
And you know what,
sad.
man? I don't even think they're culture vultures. People don't like that and say, why are they doing that? They're not Chicano, man.
No, they're showing love. You can tell, like
our culture is so beautiful. It's embraced by everybody.
Exactly.
People in Brazil, people like
They always welcome you with love.
Yes, Australia, Mr. Phantom. He's from Germany. The dude's been buying CDs or my music. I've been working with him for 15 years, man. Germany? I don't know what the fuck he's saying in his records. He could be shitting on me.
Yeah, exactly.
But he supports all the damn time. And all his people support all the damn time. So music is music, man.
Exactly, and it's going to touch the people that it needs to touch, bro. It's not going to be for everybody,
no,
you know? My style ain't going to be for this person. This person's style ain't going to be for me. I'm not going to shit on them unless they're like representing our people in a shitty way, then fuck yeah, I'm gonna speak up.
Or if it's somebody that's not our people trying to represent us, straight up being a culture vulture and sucking the life and making money off of our struggle.